What is up, YouTube? Today, we're taking a look at the best updated K416 attachments and calibrations in Delta Force. The K416 is one of the most loved weapons in Delta Force, and although it didn't have any direct changes in Season 6, it had some indirect changes due to the newly released attachments in this new season. Today I want to show you my new improved build for the K416 using those new attachments, which allow us to create a weapon that has easier to control recoil, making it more effective at every single range. And this is without sacrificing on any other important stat. Today's build will massively improve the firing stability of the K416, which means that we'll be able to land shots much more effectively due to the lack of randomization in the recoil pattern. This build should be easy to handle for not only PC players, but also for controller users and mobile players. So let me know if it works well for you on console and mobile. And with all that said, let's get into the attachments. We begin with a blank K416, and as usual, let's begin with the barrel because it changes the rest of the weapon, where we put on the A8 barrel combo. Don't be fooled by the small amount of range, you only get +1 meter due to this, but you do get a decent amount of control if we take a look at the control tab here, where you actually reduce your recoil by 10% already. This is a huge change with just the barrel, and it doesn't hurt any of our other stats, and that's why we're picking this one. So let's put it on. Next up on the muzzle, we go for the brand new FFC double port muzzle brake. You will have to unlock this in the armory first, and it is a wonderful muzzle device for the weapon for the K416 because it doesn't hurt your handling by a huge amount. You will feel this, but it's nothing crazy, and in exchange you get a crazy amount of control in the sense of firing stability. It's another 10% drop along with 20% better firing stability. We're going to use this huge firing stability buff during the calibration phase, so that's why we're picking it. Aside from that, of course, you get a whole bunch of stability also, which is really nice to have. That way your visual recoil is minimized. So again, let's go for the brand new FFC double port muzzle brake. Unlock it from the armory. After that is the foregrip, where we go for the X25U angled combat grip as we usually do because it has the best ratio in between horizontal and vertical recoil. It will drop our stability by a little bit, and same thing with our handling, and we still want to keep this weapon fast, but because it doesn't drop it by too much, we'll be able to make up for that with the later attachments. Next up are the rails and the patches, and notice how for none of these rails you can actually put on any patches, so therefore only if you really want to, you should be putting on a laser, and I do recommend the red laser if you're going to do that, but again, that's only if you really want to. You don't need to. This weapon does not need a laser. So we focus on the patches instead, where I do prefer going for the Ranger handguard panels because each one of these is not only going to help your firing stability, but it is also going to help out with your vertical and horizontal stability. If you want the weapon at the end to be a little bit faster, then you go for the DD Python handguard panels, or if you want even less visual recoil, then you replace all three with the KC Hound handguard panel. So it highly depends on your playstyle, but I do think that for most people the Ranger handguard panels, all three of them, is the best idea. Remember, if you want to go faster than the DD Python, or if you want less visual recoil, then the stability ones, the KC Hound. After that, on the magazine, we're going for the 45 round magazine, and this is where you also have a little bit more freedom. You could go for the 60 round extended magazine here, but just keep in mind that it will be dropping your handling by quite a bit. So therefore, I do recommend the 45 round magazine today, but this is the type of weapon that will benefit greatly from having a 60 round magazine, so it highly depends on how you play. I will just be going for the 45 round magazine, but remember that you could put on the 60, and it is actually a really good weapon with the 60. After that, we're going for the small mag assist just because it's a free handling point. You might as well take it. Next up on the optic, we're going for the Cobra accuracy sight just because it is raised a little bit already. If you put on something that is much lower, kind of like this panoramic red dot sight, then you're going to get a little bit of blockage from the rail itself. So therefore, I really enjoy using optics that are raised a little bit. That way nothing gets in the way, and I do recommend the Cobra accuracy sight because it has the cleanest window. But again, you can choose any other optic that you possibly want to use here. This is purely up to preference. Today, Cobra accuracy sight just because I like it the most. Then on the rear grip, the brand new attachment, the Modular AR rear grip, will allow you to put on a new grip patch, which is the big piece piece about this modular rear grip. You don't really care about these stats too much. It's only +2 control and +2 handling, which do come in great ways like ADS speeds and ADS movement speeds, and vertical and horizontal recoil, but it's not by much. What it really does is that it allows us to put on the AR heavy grip piece for the rear grip patch. This is the huge part where we get a lot of stability out of this, hurting our handling once again, but we are going to fix that with the stock, and the control that it gives us is actually huge. Notice how now a weapon that had a crazy amount of recoil can actually, without calibration, keep all of its bullets on the target itself. So let's put this on. And last but not least, on the stock, we're going for the skeleton sniper stock. Notice that the only stats that we were really lacking here were the handling and the stability, so this is how we fix it. If we go to the detailed stats, you can see that this is a huge fix when it comes to ADS speed, and of course we're going to make this even slightly better during the calibration, and the same thing with the ADS movement speed. We're also going to make it better due to the calibration. If we take a look at the stability, this is huge. The current stability while firing is really what matters when it comes to visual recoil, so that is why we're putting it on here today. Now this is the finished build, but let's take a look at the detailed stats before we move on to the calibration, and you can see that our damage fall off multiplier has a lot of steps that have not really changed by much, and you do want to keep your shots on the body itself, or the head of course, because the arm shots are going to extend your shots to kill by 1. So just keep that in mind because it is not changing due to the calibration. But what is going to change is the control, for example, where again we can keep all of our shots right here on the body, and we're only going to make this much better. It's already a 43% decrease in recoil, and the firing stability is huge. That means that we're not going to have much variability from shot to shot inside of our recoil pattern. Next up is the handling, where we're taking a look at the ADS speed and the ADS movement speed as you saw a second ago, and of course we're going to increase both of these by a lot. We're going to help them, especially the ADS movement speed with the calibration. Then moving on to the stability, you can see that our current lens stability while firing is very good, and our breath holding duration is just enough for a weapon like this, allowing you to hold your breath and ease up on the recoil, making it super easy to handle. Of course, calibration won't change this, but what will change it is if you decided to go for the KC Hound handguard panels. That would be a good option. If that is bothering you, then go for those 3 handguard panels. And now to make the K416 even better, let's move on to the calibration, starting off with the barrel, where we go for the weight limit all the way down to the minimum for the ADS movement speed. And because we have such great firing stability due to the FFC muzzle brake, we're okay hurting it right now. To make the weapon even faster, we'll be able to strafe a lot faster with this. And the length is also going all the way down to the minimum for the extra ADS speed. The muzzle velocity at the ranges that you're going to be using this weapon in is not really a big deal, so we're okay hurting that. Next up on the foregrip, we're moving the placement all the way up to the maximum here for the extra control, and the thickness all the way down to the minimum to get that extra ADS movement speed for the strafing again. After that is the rear grip, where we go for the weight limit all the way to the maximum for the extra control. Once again, 6% is a huge number, and the thickness all the way down to the minimum for the hipfire aim speed. This is actually your ADS times if you're not aware, so therefore this is going to make the weapon a lot faster to aim down sights. Then on the stock, the weight also goes up to the maximum for the extra control once again, and the cheek pad placement all the way down to the minimum for the extra ADS movement speed. And then last but not least on the optic, the eye relief is going all the way down to the bottom so that you can see as much as possible inside of your optics window. And now that we're done with the calibration, if we go back to the detailed stats and take a look at the control, this is crazy. You'll barely have to control this weapon, but it does have a very high fire rate. So although these are amazing numbers, you are still going to have to control it just a tiny little bit. So there is a bit of a skill gap in this weapon, but we have definitely maximized the chances that you're going to be able to do great with this and control the recoil really easily because of how good we have made the recoil. Next up on the handling, the current ADS speed has definitely gotten better. 328 milliseconds is pretty much SMG speeds, so you will be able to use this at very close ranges, and the ADS movement speed is only going to make that even better because now you can strafe and keep up with those faster moving weapons. Last but not least on the stability, this really didn't change much. All that we did here was hurt our breath sway range, which is not going to really bother you because it's already better than it was before, and the movement stability is also better than before by a lot, so this is not really a problem. Nothing else changed due to the calibration, so we're still very happy with the current lens stability while firing and the breath holding duration. And now that you know the stats and we have dialed in our attachments and calibrations, let's hop into the firing range to see how it handles. This first magazine, I'm not controlling any of the recoil at all, and as you can see, the pattern is just going up right, up left, and then up right again, ever so slightly. So for the second magazine, I'm not going to hold my breath, but I am going to control the recoil to try to keep everything as well grouped up as possible. And you can see everything was kind of landing on top of each other. The only variance is just my own recoil control. You could probably even do better than that. And now for the third and final magazine, I'm going to try to control it, but this time while holding my breath, and you can see that it becomes a lot easier, so I end up whiffing a little bit, since holding your breath means so much less recoil. Let's try that one more time, maybe you can do a better job here. And you can really see how grouped up everything is. It's super nice and super easy. The K416 continues being a beast in Season 6, and although it's more of an SMG than an AR, I actually end up using it for every scenario now, and it still works really well. I think you'll have a lot of fun due to the amazing stats and ease of use. So I hope that this build allows you to share my experience. And now that we have the build locked in, let's jump into a really fun game to see the setup in action. Enjoy! We're in Ascension today, playing with the K416 as Tempest, and I did not see that there was a second player on that car. This guy doesn't know. He doesn't know! 74 meters of the K416 is actually kind of insane. Love this build right now. Let's keep it going. We're still waiting for everybody to join in, though. I remember you. You were hiding a while back, weren't you? Now, this is where we test what it can really do at these ranges. 48 meters is super easy. I definitely recommend it at that range. Oh, what are you doing over here? What the heck? I don't know what it is about this gun, but I always end up getting headshots. Did you see what I mean? It's got another one right there. There's somebody to my left. I hear them. Okay, that was not a headshot. Okay, there we go. I beat the hacker allegations. Somebody's down here. Oh, hold on. Get you first. At this range, you're definitely gonna lead them a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Because of the slow muzzle velocity. Wait a minute. There's so many of you right here. Oh no, see that's where the 60 rounder would have actually been good. And although I'm not using it today, I definitely think I wanted to get the respawn beacon. More than I wanted to get that kill, to be honest. That is such a good respawn beacon that I'm glad that I got it. Wait. Okay, alright. I couldn't see anything, but we still got him. Oh my god, dude. Somebody up here? Get you? Perfect. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I've been playing so much Battlefield that you might hear me bursting every once in a while, and that actually might benefit me in this game. Ooh. Gotcha, buddy. It's gotta be somebody right here. Yes. There's barely any reason for me not to be sprinting with this gun, because it has such good handling, especially as Tempest, that I can just ADS again, straight out of the sprint, without having too many issues. The K416 plus Tempest is just a great combination. I'm gonna see if I can go around a little bit now that we're capturing the point. It's one, two, too much. I need to heal, so I'm gonna wait here. What the heck? Ooh, ow. Oh, jeez. I hope they don't see me. They don't see me, they don't see me. I wish I could heal right now as Toxic, but I'm playing the wrong character to heal myself. Ooh, hello. I love those 3 points so much. I got a new... Okay, I was gonna say, I got a new chair. I got a new office chair, and I'm going crazy with it right now. I was gonna blame it on the chair. This is definitely not supposed to be a long-range weapon. You're not gonna be dealing that much damage. Oh my god. Some good water. Nice, fresh, crisp, cold water. It's best taste in the world. Now, am I gonna die from the... Yep. Yeah. Trying to get behind him a lot more than usual right now. I'm constantly at 0 health. Hello? That's a person. I wonder if that's gonna hit. Fuck. Whoa, another headshot. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about this gun. I just keep getting headshots with it. Oh, hold on. There's somebody right here. Getting healed? Okay, I thought they were. I literally thought they were getting revived. That's the only reason why I pushed. What the... What is wrong with you? Someone else gonna do the same thing? Or maybe they forgot I'm here. Oh, they did not forget. Okay. Wow. I just saw like 11 of them. What is this? Can definitely hit your leg here. And then I still ended up getting a headshot somehow. Wait, they got C2. We can't let that happen. Let's go for C2, boys. Let's put my ultimate out. Let's do this. What is happening in this area right now? Is everybody lagging? Am I lagging? What is happening? Let's go for you too. There's so many of them. Okay, we got them somehow. Let's just heal up. I do have stims. Good. Let's keep going to the left-hand side. That's a whole-ass vehicle, so maybe we don't keep going to the left-hand side. I'm gonna go towards the center here. If the vehicles get too crazy, then I'm just gonna switch over to Viren, since we can use the K416 on Viren now. There's a sniper right there. I'm just doing the craziest stuff right now. Try not to get hit by them. Now we're in a good spot. Let me try to go all the way around to C2. Kill this guy real quick. 44 meters is nothing with the K416. Dude, what the hell is that guy? Come on, need some people here on the point. I'm afraid that I got on it a little too quickly. Ooh, no. Come on, come on. can't see shit, dude. Who threw that? Whoever threw that, your mom's a hoe. We've done it. Let's go. Next one. Maybe I can get around a little bit. Wait, I'm not gonna let you just live. Get you guys. Good. Hopefully my team can advance just a little bit. Now this K416 with 45 rounds. I don't see myself often really wanting 60, but every once in a while, I feel like it would actually be such a good use. Ooh, okay. I didn't realize I had, like, no ammo. See, like, right there. Although I'm alive, so it's fine. Just gotta remember that you're gonna be only dealing 21 damage per shot. That enemy tank is the most obnoxious thing I've seen, I swear to God. I'm gonna go this way. Did it get the tank? Yes, it did. Let's go. I don't give a shit about anything else. I got the tank. Finally. Let's go, team. Look, everybody's pushing now. I'm so hyped. Let's go. Okay, maybe not the best timing to go left. I'm alive. Who's this? What are you doing? Oh my God. See if I can get you first. There we go. That is 273 milliseconds of time to kill at 20 meters. That was actually very easy to do there. Big mistake on my end, but I still got this other guy in the air. A nice little headshot here. Let's go upstairs. She didn't see me go up. She's so sad. One more shot. I don't know if that'll hit. Where's that going? I don't know. I see your little foot. There we go. 20 tickets, 20 tickets. We can do this, team. That's not what I meant to do at all. I meant to do this. There we go. And now I just gotta protect that beacon. Not gonna let you do that. Okay, there's another one that actually came up. Hopefully my respawn beacon is still there. Yeah, this K416 with the new attachments just feels so damn good. I'm very glad that they put these on it, that they're allowed the new attachments on it. It's so nice with it. Let's go, team. We're doing it. Let's go. That's the K416. Oh my God. I really think you should be unlocking the FFC muzzle brake and the modular rear grip as soon as possible, because that extra firing stability for the weapon is so good. It makes it so easy to use. We finished up with 71 kills with the K416. That was a crazy game. I was way too locked in. I wasn't talking nearly as much as I wish I would have been. But in the comments down below, let me know what you thought of this updated K416 build, and if you have a way to improve it even more. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. AuxOwl out.